Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nick and welcome to another speed build. So for this video we are back in Newcrest and today I'm building a starter home. Now this one is kind of tricky for me because I don't really like building starter homes because of the restriction and the budget. In case you don't know, when you create a new household and you move them to their first house, you have 20,000 simoleons available. So this means that your house and your lot as a whole needs to cost either 20,000 simoleons or below that. Now that's when you have a household of one sim, which means that if you have 2 sims, 3 sims, you're gonna have a bit more simoleons. But for this one, I actually was working off of the original budget limitation, which is the 20,000 simoleons. I do have to say that this one is actually a pretty big house for a starter. It has a full kitchen, a bathroom, 2 bedrooms and a living room, so that's pretty big. The lot is actually pretty small. It's at 20 by 15, so it does take up the whole lot, which is something that I was going for because we didn't have a lot of money to work with. If we had a backyard, I wouldn't be able to add any activities or anything like that, which I usually do, but for this one I was working off of the money restrictions actually. Now when it comes to the exterior, I wasn't looking at a reference photo, which I usually do. I search reference photos on Pinterest and then I work off of that, but for this one I wasn't looking at anything specific. I just went off of vibes and I actually kind of based it on the house right next to it, which I actually built quite recently, and you can watch the speed build of that on my channel as well. However, I do have to say that with this one that I'm building right now, I don't think that they match very nicely in terms of their exterior color scheme, so maybe I'll try to change the one that's on the left. I don't know, you'll tell me. But I really like how this one turned out actually. I love the paneling. I use this sort of cream color paneling, but actually the way that the light hits it, it looks sort of pinkish as well. It has a pink undertone, which I love. It looks like a sunset to me. But in combination with the green details on the paneling, not on the paneling, on the shutters on the windows, the railing, and also the trim on the foundation, I think that looks very nice, and it sort of looks like a sweet treat. I don't know, I look at it and it reminds me of cotton candy, to be honest. But yeah, it looks very dreamy to me, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It kind of bums me that it's a starter home and I wasn't able to decorate it however I wanted, but you know, it's fine. I'm not too mad actually. But yeah, overall it was pretty easy to come up with this one, especially the floor plan. It was pretty easy. I didn't have any difficulties. That's also because it's a single story home. It's not a 2-story house. Oh, but now that I remembered, on another note, I'm looking for a new, well, not new, but I'm looking for a legacy challenge to start playing here on the channel. So if you go to my post section on my channel, I have a poll on, and you can actually vote which legacy challenge you'd like to see on the channel. It would be really helpful if you went over there and voted, because I really need your opinion. I'm kind of lost. I want to do a lot of different legacies, but I'm not really sure which one I should start with. So please go and vote which one you'd like to see, because it will really help me. But yeah, moving on, even though the floor plan was kind of easy to figure out, when it came to decorating the interior, it was kind of tricky actually, because I wanted to decorate the whole thing the way I usually do, but because we don't have enough money, I wasn't able to do that. So how I had to go about it was I needed to first place all the items that I thought were necessary. So for example, the counters, cabinets, the kitchen, maybe the stove, sink, fridge, the beds, and then the couches in the living room and such. So that's exactly what I did. So for the living room, we have a couch, a love seat, and we also have a console table with a TV because that's very necessary for your Sims to keep their fun up. And we also have a bookcase. Now, I'm not really sure if reading books actually helps your Sims keep their fun up or if it's just for skill purposes. And also, I'm not really sure how that helps as well. Like, I don't think that reading skill books actually can help you reach level 10 of a skill, if that makes sense. I think that you also need to practice it, but I don't know if you know about that, let me know down in the comments below because I'm not really sure. But yeah, well, I just placed the furniture I thought were necessary and your Sims would need from the get-go, because in my mind, I think that when you place a household in their first house and you don't have enough money, the first thing you want to do is find a job. But at the same time, it's not going to pay enough like from the beginning. So I think that you want to save up a bit, or maybe you want to keep some money for the bills, because let me tell you, the bills actually pile up pretty fast. And I think that because we have a lot of lights in this house, it's going to be kind of expensive when it comes to the bills. However, I do have to say that I'm pretty happy with the fact that I have a lot of lights in the house. I did use these, I think they're called saucer lights. If not, I apologize, but anyway, the ceiling lights I placed, what I do is I usually place 2 in each room, because otherwise if I only place 1, the room looks kind of dark to me. But here I did place 2 in each and I kept them so I didn't go over budget, which was kind of nice. And you know, it's kind of scarcely decorated, but at the same time, I think that's the purpose of a starter home. And it's actually nice to have it like a blank canvas, in the sense that, you know, there's no personalized decorations, so you can move here and then decorate it as your Sim story progresses, and I think that's very charming. But yeah, as you can see, I first placed everything I needed, and then I tried to figure out the color scheme for the interior, for the bedrooms and the kitchen. So you see me doing that later on. But yeah, it was actually a pretty easy build. I don't really have a lot to say about that, because I think that's what story homes are supposed to be, like empty houses with no backstory. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the speed build. So let me give you a tour of the house in game. So this is the house in game. I love how the sun hits the house and it kind of makes it look a lot more whimsical. And I don't know, I just love the color scheme. I want to build a bigger house using the same color scheme, but maybe in the future, you know? Over here, we have a small entrance with the alarm, a coat rack, and the art easel. And this is actually for something I forgot to mention during the commentary of the speed build, is that this starter home has actually 2 skill build items, the art easel and 2 plant boxes in the back of the house where your Sims can do some gardening. Through the entrance, we have the kitchen with the alarm, which is very important to have, because your appliances will catch fire for sure, because they're very cheap. But we have pretty much everything we need. We have a 2-seater dining table, we have the fridge, a sink, and also an oven and a stovetop. And we also have a soap dispenser, which is a nice little detail. Over here off of the kitchen, we have a small bathroom with a shower, a toilet, a sink, and a mirror in case you want your Sims to have their charisma skills. They can practice it on the mirror. And then through the kitchen, we go to the living room. We have a 3-seater couch, a love seat, a console table with a TV, which is very important if you want to keep your Sims fun up. We also have a bookcase, and over here we have the main bedroom. I love this wallpaper, even though it's base game, it's one of my favorites. I used to use it a lot in pretty much any of my builds, but then things became a bit excessive and I had to stop. But over here we have the double bed with the 2 nightstands and some lights, And then we have the desk and a chair and also a dresser, which is not necessary to have, so you can delete it if you want to have some more simoleons available when you first move here. But you know, I thought it was a nice item to add to kind of fill the space up a bit. And lastly, we have the second bedroom with another double bed and 2 nightstands and lights, and that's pretty much it. I didn't have money for anything else. And here we have the back of the house with some landscaping and the 2 plant boxes I was talking to you about, where your Sims can do some gardening. So this house comes at a bit over 20,000 simoleons. I'm not really sure why that is, because I did create a new sim in CAS and I moved them here without using any cheats or any mods that affects the budget of Sims, and I was able to move them here without any issues. So I'm not really sure if when it's a bit over the budget, the game doesn't take it into consideration. But I didn't have any issues, so I don't think you should have either. But if you download this and you have any issues regarding the budget, let me know and I will try to have it fixed by the time the base game save file will be released. Also, it's on the lot Comfy Cubby, so in case you were wondering where it goes, this is where. I just forgot to change the title and write a description, so this is why it's on the title. So this is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this one, make sure to leave a like, a subscribe. If you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, make sure to click the bell icon down below. Of course, my socials will be in the description down below, and if you want to have your Sims be in my save file, you can use the hashtag I will have in the description as well, and you can use it whenever you upload your Sims on the EA gallery so that I can find them. And if they do end up in the base game save file, I will make sure to build some cute houses for them as well. Also, it would really help me if you could go to my posts tab and vote on which legacy challenge you would like to see from me here on the channel. And this is gonna be it from me. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!